Hi everyone. I wanted to see how well I could utilize packaging materials, and I had this markdown charm set that I had gotten from Making Memories, and has all sorts of Valentine's Day little hearts, and they're all metal, and apparently with little sticky dot backs. They're so tiny, sorry. Love. They came in this package, and I was looking at it, and the packaging itself has really shallow plastic wells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and cut them apart and then create a card with a cutout on the front, which I can pop in one of these. So I'm going to cut it apart, allowing for some seam so you could sit snug into a cutout from a piece of paper or from the card front, and then possibly add some this diamond dust glitter and maybe some of the beautiful Martha Stewart metallic glass micro beads. That might be cool. Obviously, card not for children, but I'm going to show you step by step. So I'm going to start off with cutting this apart. I'm going to start out by cutting apart the packaging for the love charms, and all I did is pull off the backing, the cardboard backing, carefully off one corner, although I did try, it did bend one of the windows, which is fine, but there's 6 here, so I could potentially make 6 cards, or make a card that has multiples. I could do them individually, or as a bar of 2, or even a segment of 3 or more, depending. So, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to flip this over, and using my Martha Stewart little snips, cut apart one of them, allowing myself a little seam from the edge. I'm going to go from each corner just so I don't have to cut into the next edge. What happens is you'll have one of these, and I don't know if you could see, I'll give you some color paper in the background. There's a lip on each of the 4 edges. This one still has some of the glue and cardboard residual from the backing page. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut a card with a window that is exactly big enough for me to drop in this little plastic down this way, so I could fill it and then put a backing on it, probably another piece of cardstock to prevent the items from falling out. So I'm going to get ready to cut out an image, and the image I've chosen is from the Fabulous Finds cartridge on page 115, this little tab 7. It looks like I can manipulate this square on my Gypsy to accommodate the 1 by 1 inch drop-in window that I want to have my my little charm and glitter or whatever else I decide to put in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that on my Gypsy to accommodate, and then put it on top of a card. And since this is for my husband, not for a girl or a child, I'm going to use brown cardstock because it actually looks really nice with the pink and white and red charm. So I'm going to use my Gypsy to create the cut. Okay, I'm going to design the pop-up cutout for the window. So I'm going to, and my Gypsy, and I think that's going to be the easiest place to actually do it with the exact window size that I need. So I've just powered up my Gypsy, and I'm going to do new design on a 12 by 12. I usually try to go towards the bottom. Actually, I vary where I have my design depending on the use of my mat, and actually my mat is right behind my Gypsy at the moment. I try to equally distribute the paper usage on various parts of the individual mats, so no one side or corner gets overused, kind of equal opportunity. So I'm going to start off with grabbing the design, and then I'm going to manipulate the size depending on what I really need. So I'm going to go to Fabulous Finds, which is one of the cartridges I do have. I don't have an awful lot of cartridges, but I try to make good use of the ones I do have. So Fabulous Finds, and it's the let's see, the circle button that I'm looking for. So it's going to be, I think, see, this is the part that isn't always easily translatable between the books and the screen. So I did find something in the book that I would like, and it's on page 115. And ideally there should be kind of cross-referencing between the Gypsy images and the cartridge books, which would be the easiest way. So I'm looking for the tab 7. And again, there's no names on these, on the images, so Provocraft, if you're paying attention, maybe some more cross-referencing between the two. Names of the images rather than just the images themselves. And I'm going to locate the image. Okay, I've located the image. It's actually this particular one, and I have it already in my to screen. And this image is at 3.32 by 1 inch, and looking at my grid, I don't know if you can see, sorry, looking at the grid, it appears as though this particular window is just about 1 inch, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the image and unclick the adjustment and make it just a little narrower to see if that's going to accommodate for the square window that I need, the 1 by 1 inch, rather than the rectangle. So I'm going to try cutting this one out first, and then we'll see how close we are, and then we can make an adjustment. Since I have lots of cardstock and I'm not worried about wasting some, what I'm going to do, what I'm still going to do is just cut this out in plain white paper first, because then I'll just be making adjustments on this. So I'm going to cut it out and show you what it looks like.